Ever wonder why some vendors get picked over others even when their food or setup looks exactly the same? 9 times out of 10, it is because one of them showed up with a sustainability audit and the other showed up with vibes. A sustainability audit sounds like something a guy in a lab coat does with a clipboard, but really it is just a simple checklist that proves you are not wasting stuff. Think of it like a report card, except instead of grading your handwriting, it grades your garbage. You start small, because nobody expects you to reinvent the wheel overnight. Track 3 things first: energy use, waste output, and water use, since those 3 alone cover most of what an eco-conscious organizer actually cares about. Here's where people mess up constantly. They think sustainability means spending thousands of dollars on solar panels when really it just means counting how many plastic cups you threw away last weekend and writing that number down. Once you have a baseline, you compare it to your next event and boom, you have a metric. If you used 80 plastic cups last time and 40 compostable ones this time, you just created a measurable win without spending a dime on consulting fees. Organizers love numbers because numbers feel honest. Saying we care about the planet is basically the corporate version of saying trust me bro. But saying we cut single-use plastic by 50% actually means something. Energy is the next easy target, and you do not need a degree in electrical engineering to track it. Just note whether you used a generator or pulled from the grid, and whether your lighting was LED or old-school energy-hungry bulbs from a high school gym in 1998. Waste sorting is the unsung hero of this whole audit thing. If you can show photos of clearly labeled bins for compost, recycling, and trash, that single image does more convincing than a 10-page PDF nobody is going to read. Water gets ignored constantly because it feels invisible, like the Wi-Fi password nobody remembers until it stops working. But tracking whether you used reusable serveware instead of disposable, or whether you sourced ice locally instead of trucking it in, adds up fast on paper. Now here's the twist that catches people off guard. You do not need perfection, you need direction. Because organizers are not expecting you to be a zero-waste wizard overnight. They just want proof that next year's version of you is better than this year's version of you. It is basically character development, except instead of an arc, you get a chart. Small wins matter more than grand gestures, and this is where the comedy of corporate sustainability really shines. A company can install one solar panel and throw a press conference, but you switching from plastic straws to paper ones and writing it down is honestly more useful to a small event organizer. Doubt creeps in here a lot because vendors assume organizers want some elaborate environmental science thesis. They do not. They want 3 bullet points and a believable trend line, because most people skim documents the same way they skim dating profiles. So build your audit simple. 1 page, 3 categories, a few numbers, a couple of photos, and a short note on what you plan to improve next time, because consistency beats perfection every single time. If you want help building one of these audits the easy way instead of guessing your way through it, do you want to learn more about our company? Check out our links in the description.